Okay, so welcome to our Journey to Bronze Ambassador meeting. We are so excited to have you here with us today. My name is Marie Gaynor, and I am a leadership development coach in Central Florida. And co-hosting with me tonight is Pat James, and Pat is also a leadership development coach on the west coast of Florida. Pat, you want to say hello?
Hi, everyone, and welcome to our call. It's really great to see so many familiar names, and I know we're just going to have a really great time over the next 45 minutes.
Terrific. Thanks, Pat. So tonight is not your typical learn how to title a Bronze Ambassador webinar. Tonight is your first step in your journey to success. And we have four of your peers who have been successful themselves. They've achieved Kickstart bonuses, they've earned fabulous Avon trips, and they all have growing and productive and profitable leadership teams. So with no further ado, I want to go ahead and introduce you to our leader presenters. So these are in no particular order because we're going to be mixing it up tonight. But we have Carol Warren, who is a goal leader, and Carol comes to us from West Melbourne, Florida. And we also have Ariel Doddridge. She is a silver ambassador from Palm Coast, Florida. And then Rhonda Recchio. Rhonda is a gold ambassador, and she's from Clearwater. And then we have Marva Taylor, who is also a gold leader, and she is from Tampa. So we wanted to give you like a snapshot of the programs and incentives that we're going to be covering tonight. We have a bunch of opportunities for you to earn a lot of money, to win a lot of money, and to earn fabulous trips, but one in particular that we're going to talk to you about tonight. But there's so much more. So in the chat box, tell me, are you ready to learn more? Yes, yes, okay. Everybody wants to learn more. All right, so I'm now going to turn it over. Well, let me just review the screen. So quickly, we're going to talk about Kickstart. And that's for new representatives in their first 7 campaigns, where a new representative can earn over $1,000 in their first 90 days. And then we're going to talk about Build the Love. This is also for new representatives who joined during our Share the Love incentive, which started on July 11th. And the time frame for this is going to take us through the end of the year. So even if you're in leadership now, and those of you that are starting in leadership, it's for anybody that joins today as well. So not only those that join us July 11th and beyond, but all the way through December 11th. So all the way through campaign 26. But they're going to have an opportunity to earn a fantastic iPad. You'll hear more about that. I'm going to tell you a little bit more about Rake in the Cash because we don't have a specific slide on Rake in the Cash, but this incentive was kicked off in campaign 20 and it ends in 24. So it's for all representatives. So whether you just started today or you've been with Avon for many, many years, it's for all representatives. So it's still you still have plenty of time. It's not too late to earn entries to win part of $150,000. So yes, you heard that right. You can earn money, lots of money. The cash prizes range from $500 all the way up to $25,000. So this is how you do it. All you need is an increase of $100 over the sales from the same campaign last year. If you're new to Avon and you didn't sell last year, then the good news is that you can play too as long as you sell anything over $100. So your sales base is $100. So for instance, if right now in campaign 22, you have a $200 order, then you earn 1 entry. So it's $100 over the $100 base. If you have a $300 order, you're going to get 2 entries. So it's as easy as that. And you're going to be doing it just by doing customer search events and open houses, Avon parties, book parties, table events, fundraisers, talking to 5 people every day, 5 days a week. So as you're growing your business and adding sales between now and campaign 24, you have chances to win a piece of this prize. So make sure you keep growing. You can check out all the details online at youravon.com. So feel free to look there. And we also have a flyer in the materials. So I'm now going to turn it over to Pat, and she's going to share even more.
Well, thank you, Marie. And I was just sitting here thinking as Marie was introducing everyone, we will be talking about all of these things that Marie just mentioned and what I'll be talking about throughout this webinar tonight. And we are just so lucky to have our silver ambassador, Ariel, with us and our gold leaders. We have 3 gold leaders. That's just amazing. Carol, Rhonda, and Marva. So I know we're going to get more details on all of this information, but I'm excited because I get to talk to you a little bit right now about the Grand Fiesta and the Vamos Head Start. And we all know everyone would like to go to Los Cabos, and there are just so many wonderful ways to get there. And Avon's doing something amazing. They're giving you a head start. So Wednesday, when campaign 23 opens through 26, you get a head start on earning points and building your team. And then you still have campaigns 1 through 8. So it's pretty incredible. And just promoting to bronze ambassador for the first time between 23 and 26 gets you 500 points toward this trip. So stay tuned for more details. And of course, we know we have our double dollars coming. That started in campaign 22 and will continue through 26. This is just so special because your best campaign between 22 and 26 can really make a difference. And it can help you become a member of the President's Club recognition program, where you're getting, a percentage for a year. And it's just incredible earning opportunities and wonderful events that they do every year. So I really encourage you to look into that and to ask more about it. And as I was saying, our President's Recognition Program is something where you are taking your business to a new level. And when you reach this level, there's no looking back. And so, when you're earning up to a possibility of 50% in this program, it's incredible. And the trip to Maui is part of all of this. And I know that many people that are on this call tonight are already making their plans on how to achieve it. But going back to our Grand Fiesta, we have so many things available for you to look at and to learn and to do. And so, I love this one thing that says, use the 5x5 and the success plan and our Ready Now tools and lead with products. I can't stress it enough, because when people try our products, they love our products. And that's a wonderful way to introduce this Avon business to so many. So I do encourage you to sit back and listen for the rest of the webinar, and you'll be getting more details. Thank you.
Hi, this is Ariel. I'm going to talk about the Kickstart program. For those of you who are new to Avon in your first campaign through your 7th campaign and maybe some after that, you can earn 1,000 in your first 90 days of being with Avon. How does that sound? Comment in the comment box for me. $1,000 in your 90 days? That sounds pretty good, right? So I'm going to talk to you about how you can earn 40% of all your earnings in your first 7 campaigns. Each campaign, you have particular goals, and there's 7 of them. However, your first one, it's any order of any size, you're going to get 40%, but all the rest of your 6 other campaigns, and yes, we call them campaigns, and they're approximately 2 weeks each, they go in up increments of $50. And each campaign, as long as you hit that goal that is for that particular campaign, you're going to earn 40%. That's pretty sweet, right? So also they have on there is bring 3 friends. You're probably thinking, bring 3 friends. What's that? So you can share the opportunity with your friends, your family, whoever, to build business together. And as long as they hit their first goal, just like you, of 150 or more, you're gonna earn $50 per person. And there's no limit with that. It's just on the Kickstart program, their only requirement is to have 3, which, like I said, there's no limit to that. You can share it to as many people as possible. Don't wait to the end of your Kickstart to do it. You got this, guys. I know you can do it. Just share the opportunity, just like Pat was saying, 5 times 5, you'll get there. What else is, oh yeah, the $200 bonus. If you hit every single goal, whether it's the sales goals or and bringing people, at least 3 people on, you're going to get a $200 bonus on top of that in your Kickstart goals. That is amazing. And that all totals over $1,000 in your pocket for your Kickstart. So I think it's pretty awesome. And we have the Ready Now tools that Pat was talking about to help you get there. And I will talk about later another awesome product. So I'm going to hand it off to Carol because she has something to share with you.
Carol, we can't hear you. You need to unmute your mic.
Okay, can you hear me?
We can, thanks.
Well, first I want to thank Marie and Pat for inviting me to this webinar. It's very exciting. There's so much going on right now, so I'm happy to be a part of this. So let's talk about the new iPad incentive. So new representatives who place their first order on or after July 11th have the opportunity to earn this awesome iPad. Wow, isn't that a great gift or a great addition to your business tools? You'll be ready to enroll new team members on the spot with this beautiful iPad. Now, the time frame to earn is in campaigns 23 to 26. When you and your team cumulatively sell $3,000, you earn. Of course, you could earn this personally by selling $3,000 yourself, but why would you do that? I would encourage and motivate your team to earn too. It's more fun with friends, isn't it? And I think this incentive is a great recruiting tool. I'm certainly going to be telling everyone that they can earn an iPad. Join my team today, and I'll show you how. So here's a simple formula to earning. Not only will this formula earn you the iPad, but you can also receive $80 to $200 in qualified new recruit bonuses, 8 entries into the Rake of the Cash drawing, where you could earn your share of $150,000, and you would get 1,200 Head Start points towards this fabulous trip to Los Cabos, Mexico. Now, I will tell you, anybody who's been on a paid trip with Avon will always want to go on vacation with Avon. So now the best part of this formula, however, is you will promote to Bronze Ambassador in campaign 26 and earn up to $500 in promotion bonuses, where you're going to receive an additional 500 Head Start points toward the Grand Fiesta trip to Los Cabos. With all those Head Start points, you'd be a third of the way to earning the trip for one. So you better start shopping for that cute bathing suit. So I'm sure you're already thinking about who you're going to be talking to tomorrow about joining your team. Whether you do that in person, text, phone, or through social media, you'll need to provide the steps to join your team. Now, in case you don't know how to get your team members added to your downline, you need to know your reference code. When you recruit a new team member, they need to enroll on startavon.com, fill in the form, and add your code. Now, your specific code is what follows the slash in your website URL. So, for example, mine is www.startavon.com/Carol Warren. So it's as easy as that. Now in the chat box, tell me how many people do you plan to talk about joining your team? And don't forget to tell them about their iPad opportunity as well. Now we're going to have Ariel talk to you a little bit more now as well.
Hi guys, I was saying earlier I was going to talk about the Daily Care Collection. So we're going to talk about the Southeast Success Formula. Thank you, Carol, by the way. It's really simple. When you bring on that new team member, you ask them, how much do you want to earn in the next week or two? Then you help them calculate the order size to generate their first order earnings. You don't want them to be waiting for their kit to arrive in the mail. We need to help them get out and show them this right away, because we already have tools ready available for you. You have the e-store, you have the Avon U to help them, and the daily care flyer. So you give them this flyer, you mail it, text it, Facebook it, or even ask permission to share it on their timeline so that you can say, hi, I'm so excited. Susie has joined my team. She has a fantastic offer for a limited time, and you can purchase this bundle for only $20. How many would you like to order? Message Susie for the details before she submits her order. And make sure to check out her beautiful Avon website. So I'm going to break it down for you. Whatever your new representative says that they want for sorry, my mouth is not working. Desired earnings. Hypothetically, if they say, I want $125, well, you multiply it by 2.5, which is based upon the 40% earnings bracket, and then gives you the first total order of $313, and then divide it by the purchase price of the bundle, which is the daily care bundle, which is a $65 value, but your customers are getting it for $20 in your first 7 campaigns. So you divide it by that 20 and it gives you 16 bundles to sell. Really simple. And it'll give you her desired earnings of what she's going to make. So she has to sell 16 of those in her first 2 weeks. And then you can also break it down a little further for her. If she says, oh man, that seems like a lot. Well, break it down, divided by how many days in the 2 weeks. And it makes it simpler for her to be able, like, oh, well, I need 1.25 to be able to do it. All right. Like I said, this simple formula works for it to help her even before she gets her kit, because it's already there for her, that you hand it to her. Focusing on this for your new rep desired earnings makes it really real to them, and it gives them a clear path and a goal to help them earn from day one, which in turn also increases their likeliness for them to sell and enjoy the earnings and stay with Avon. So moving on to the next slide. Like I said, and Pat said earlier, Ready Now tool. So I'm going to ask you to snap a picture of this or screenshot it if you can, depending on what kind of cell phone you have, or download the file. It should have also came through Coach Marie put it in the files for this presentation. And what you can do is you can share it with 10 of your friends and say, hey, look, check out this wow deal. 7 products for only $65. Or it's a regular $65 for $20. How many would you like at this awesome price? And yes, it is actually $19.99, but for ease of math, we're doing $20. And again, this is for those of you that are in your first 7 campaigns that you can offer this wonderful collection to. And those of you that are past your 7 campaigns, or maybe you're already a leader, this is still a great opportunity for you to snap it and send it to your new prospects or new recruits as well. And maybe even some new team members that you may have brought on board. So this is another perfect example of what you can text and email or post on social media for your the new team, the new people that just came on board. And you say, I've just started an Avon business and I wanted to share this exciting offer with you exclusively for my customers. Healthy Skin Matters, and using these great products every day will help you keep your skin looking gorgeous and glowing. And they work for all skin types. And at this special value, you want to order more than one. Sorry. This collection, again, is designed to introduce to your customers the best of Avon at an exclusive price that they can only get from you. And I have a feeling that a lot of you on this webinar tonight will be not only earning the iPad, but growing your teams and earning your spot in Mexico, because I'll be there too. I can't wait to see you all there. I'm going to hand it over to Miss Carol.
Okay, thank you, Ariel. So if you're like me, the first thing you want to do in the morning is not have your cup of coffee, but check out your Facebook. I know everybody does it. So another great way of creating the excitement about your business is hosting a Facebook party. So Facebook parties are a fun and easy way of reaching more people at one time. We have so many great holiday products and offer coming up that we can feature during your party. But you know what I'm thinking? I'm thinking we should have a Facebook Fiesta party. We could lure a lot of people to our party and show them how they can earn a trip themselves, or they can earn a spot for themselves and a guest. You can host a Facebook party in 5 easy steps. First, you'd go ahead and select your host, time, and date, and you'd create a Facebook event. Of course, drive the attendance, get ready for the party, and then don't forget to do the follow up. Plus, we'll have a hosting a Facebook party quick guide that will give you detailed steps to how you can host your very own Facebook party. We could have an entire session on hosting a Facebook party, but the quick guide will help you to get started. So another great way of creating excitement about your business is Avon Fundraising. This has me very excited. So you can find all that you need to know about Avon Fundraising on youravon.com. So from your homepage, you're going to scroll down to the bottom and you'll see the fundraising link there. Starting at the end of October, and an exclusive to just Your Avon 2.0, you can host an online fundraiser to support a worthy organization. Connect with organizations by posting to your social channel to advertise yourself as an Avon fundraiser specialist, using your Avon social posts to gain interest now, and to prepare to set up an online fundraiser by the end of October. So for the new online fundraisers, it's going to help you to connect with your community and raise brand awareness, while giving back to others. You're going to gain new customers and recruits. You're going to get on the fast track to President's Club and above, and it's all perks because you receive full award sales on all fundraising orders. And right now, double dollars is happening. So this is just another reason to make the switch to Your Avon 2.0 if you haven't done it already. So the new online fundraising platform makes fundraising easier than ever, but you can only do it on Your Avon 2.0. The updated site is an enhanced experience to help you grow business and make your day-to-day easier than ever. So stay tuned for more information and make sure that you're on Avon 2.0. I'm sorry, Your Avon 2.0.
Hi, I'm Marva. You guys have heard a lot of great information about how to build your team, how to make more money, and I'm sure your heads are swimming by now trying to figure out, okay, how am I going to do this? Who am I going to speak to? I don't know that many people, which is always an issue for us. We think we don't know that many people. Well, Avon has devised a plan for us to do 5 people, 5 days per week, which gives us 25 people. We talk to people all day long. You are probably thinking, I've already talked to my family, I've spoken to my friends. Who else can I speak to? Well, who do you know and where do you go? You go to the doctor's office. You talk to people there. You go have your nails done. You talk to people there. You talk to your neighbor who is sitting next to you while she's getting her manicure or pedicure. So there are so many opportunities for you to talk to people about the Avon business, for you to gain customers. If you do this consistently, you will grow your business. Consistency is the key to breakthrough. The main thing you have to think about is, why did I start my Avon business? Well, of course, the normal question, the normal response is because I want to make money. Well, that's very true. We all want to make more money. But why do we want to make more money? If I had more money, what would I do? I would buy X, Y, and Z. I would maybe take a trip. Maybe I would save for a car or for a house or whatever it is. You need to go back to, why am I doing this? Okay, that will give you the incentive to formulate a plan. If you start planning now, you can plan for the rest of the year, and it's really not too early to start planning for next year, because all of the incentives that we have, they're all going to go over through the next year. So you start your plan, you go back to your basic why am I doing this? Yep, I want to make more money, I want to grow my business, I want to grow my team. Great, let's start talking to 5 people a day. have a conversation. It is just a conversation. You're not trying to convince anybody to do anything. You just have a normal conversation with them. Now, of course, in saying that, there are some people you will talk to that will totally be like, yeah, this sounds really great. This sounds like a great opportunity. Tell me how. Be ready. Be ready to get started, to get them started. If you need assistance, your coach is available, your upline is available to help you. You really just want to make a positive first impression with that person. Sometimes though you may get, maybe I'm not so sure. I've tried other direct sales companies and it didn't work for me. This is an opportunity for you to tell your story. You tell them why you joined Avon and how it worked for you. And yeah, we make money, but we develop relationships. We have friendships. I have made so many friends over the years by doing Avon. Some of my best friends are my Avon peers. So just, they may not be quite ready, but it's not a no. There are a lot of obstacles. People sometimes say, well, I don't wear makeup. Not a problem. Avon has so many other products besides makeup. We have clothing line, we have jewelry, we have the home good products. Candles are great, especially with the holidays coming. So we have products for every single person, the babies, the kids, the men, the woman. And sometimes the person would just flat out say, no, not interested. Okay, it's no now, but it may not be no in the future. So you just ask the person, do you know of anyone else that might be interested? Discuss possibly other opportunities. Maybe they don't want to be a team leader right now, but maybe they might be interested in becoming your customer. Maybe they might be interested in the fundraising opportunities that Carol mentioned earlier. It's just no doesn't mean no forever. It just means no now. But just be consistent with the people. Now I will let Wanda take over.
Well, thank you, Marva. That was great. I love your intro to talking to 5 people every day.
Of course.
And we all know about the sales part of the business, but that's just one leg of your earnings. The other leg of your earnings is to start a team, okay? And the first level of that is Bronze Ambassador. And what do you need for Bronze Ambassador? Well, first, you need personal sales of $200. I know many of you probably are working towards your Kickstart and you already have those 200 in personal sales. Well, you're well on your way to being successful at building a team and mentoring a team, because if you know how to sell, then you can teach your team members how to sell. The second is to have at least 3 people in your first generation, and that means 3 people you have personally appointed. They need to place orders, and because it's great when we sign them up, but they need to place orders for them to earn, as well as for you to be growing your team. And the third component is for you to have a combined team sales of $1,000, which includes your personal sales of 200 or more and your 3 or more team members. And once you've got that, you're going to hit the Bronze Ambassador. So the advantages to Bronze Ambassador are you're going to earn towards, you're going to earn a $500, up to a $500 bonus when you promote for the first time and you maintain. You're going to earn points towards the Mexico trip. You're going to earn towards the Kickstart and the iPad by adding team members. So all of the things that you've heard mentioned on the call already, as well as building a team, are all going to help you to earn those incentives and those cash prizes. And remember, this is only the first step towards increasing your earnings with leadership. You don't want to say, oh, I only need 3 people, or I only need $1,000. This is just the first step. You want to keep adding and keep mentoring team members. So now we're going to talk about my favorite part of this slide is the trip to Mexico. It's a fiesta. And I got to say that once you've been on an Avon trip, you always want to be on an Avon trip. If you've never been on a trip, you want to get on the trip because Avon treats you great. They take care of all your expenses, and it is a great time to be with other representatives and other team members who are on the trip. So as far as how do I earn it, okay? And all of this is, I believe Marie has loaded all of these into the call here. But how do you earn it? There is a Head Start period, which is campaigns 23 to 26, okay? And, oh, thank you. Bear with me. This is a little bit small for me, so I have to go to my other sheet. Hang on. Okay. You want to get your party clothes ready because we're going to Los Cabos, Mexico, and you can be there too. Okay. The trip is between June 2nd and June the 5th of 2019. And to earn your spot on the trip, you have to recruit, sell, and work your business. And the jumpstart period is campaigns 23 through 26. You can earn 300 incentive points for each personal qualified new recruit. And what does that mean? That means that they have to place a first or second order of $150 or more, and of course pay for it. And then you'll have 300 points towards that trip. And when you promote to Bronze Ambassador, you'll earn 500 incentive points. When you partner and mentor a representative in your first generation who promotes to Bronze Ambassador, she'll earn 500 points and you'll earn 250 points. And remember that in order to get the mentor points, you must also be at least a Bronze Ambassador as well. And how many points do you need for the trip? 5,000 incentive points by the end of campaign 8 to earn a trip for 1, or 7,000 by the end of campaign 8 to earn the trip for 2. And again, these materials are attached in the download, and you can also find it on youravon.com. So there's lots of ways to earn the points between campaigns 1 through 8, and that's by selling. You get points for qualified recruits. You get additional points for subsequent orders for those qualified team members. And you also get it for promoting and mentoring. So I'd like to see who's going to join me on this trip, and the rest of us. I'd like to see in the chat box who's going to come with us to Mexico. I see Fantasia's coming.
There's a lot of Rhonda.
Yes. I see a lot of people are coming on the trip with us to Mexico.
Excuse me. All right. Looks like a
Okay.
lot of
Yeah.
people want to go. All right. That's terrific.
All right. How with you? Let's do it, guys. Rhonda and I won a trip in a cruise to Bermuda and together earlier this year, and we had a fabulous time, as well as some other people that I see in the audience. I love it. Had a great time. Intend to go to Los Cabos. I've been waiting for this. But now let's talk about double dollars. What is double dollars? Double dollars basically means double award sales. Avon makes it easy for us to earn more money. So by giving us double dollars, they in our award sales, it's helping us to get to President's Club faster. And of course, I think someone mentioned earlier, when you do become a President's Club member, you earn 40% earnings on your Avon items and 25% on your fixed earnings. So all the home items, the clothing items, you will earn 25% on that. Except though, if you are just starting, you have that 7 campaigns. If you meet your sales goal, you earn 40% on everything. Now, just a caution, double dollars does not mean that Avon is paying you double the amount. It just means you are getting double your award sales, which helps you to get to the next sales achievement level. One way we can do this is by doing a fundraiser, as someone mentioned earlier. For example, you may say, well, I don't have enough, there's not enough time to get to double dollars by campaign 26. Well, you can do a fundraiser. And if you did a fundraiser and you did, let's say, $3,000 in fundraising, double dollars for that, that's $6,000. You only need $10,000 to achieve President's Club. Not a bad deal. So I would definitely look into the fundraising opportunity and see. And the great thing about this, Avon is celebrating the 50th year of its President's Recognition Program. In the past, Avon would give us a campaign and we try to achieve it. This year, we get to pick the campaign. So we can go out there and hustle in any campaign from 22 through 26 and make it our biggest campaign ever so that we can get the double dollars for that. It's our choice. Next slide. We talked earlier about connecting with people, the 5 by 5, 5 contacts a day, 5 times a week. Every connection is important because you don't know your interaction with people may end in new team members, in product sales, in fundraisers, in referrals. There are opportunities and encounters every day to introduce people to your Avon business. One of the things I want to tell you, we want to curb the negativity. Try and leave people with a good feeling about Avon. Avon is a great company. We have done and we are doing great things. We have a lot of community service that we do. The breast cancer, we've given over $1 billion towards breast cancer. We have partnered with the American Cancer Society. And you've seen, a lot of cancer walks over the past couple of weeks and in the weeks to come. When you tell people that you're an Avon rep, they have certain expectations of you. Immediately, they expect you to be a skincare expert, a makeup expert. So become the Avon brand. Look the part. Wear the products. If you use the products, our products sell. We have great products. Educate yourself on Avon University about the products. Since many of you are new, you may not know as much as the products as some of the other people. So use the Avon. Avon has given us the tools that we need so that we can be successful. Let's do it. Los Cabos, here we come.
Thank you, Marva. Every connection is very important. Every interaction can lead to many different things to build our business. And this includes getting follow-up information for those connections. If you don't have follow-up information for them, you can't move forward on building those connections and those relationships, starting fundraisers, potential new team members, etc. So I'm going to talk to you about some of these statistics. 48% never follow up with a new prospect. 25% only make a second contact and just stop. Only 10% make more than 3 contacts. 55% of the sales are made on the 3rd contact, and 10% of those sales are made on the 4th. 80% of sales are made after the 5th contact with the potential customer or new recruit or person that you've met on around. And this is that last point, that is so true, because last campaign I was following up with 2 potential team members, and this was again the 5th time I contacted them, and I was like, I'm not sure if I'm going to get a response, but I was staying consistent, keeping up with follow-up, because that is very important. Otherwise, we're not going to be able to build our business if we never follow up and never get that information to do so. Whether it's just, hey, let's talk about your favorite product or something. Hey, my order's going in. But anyway, so then about an hour later, after following up with them, I received 2 emails that they joined the team. So stay positive and stay consistent and follow up with your customers. This is really, really crucial to building your business. Going to move on to the news. There we go. Sorry. Successful Avon representatives become the brand. Be proud and happy about the company that you represent every time you walk out the door. You should be a walking, talking, smelling fashionista when you're walking out the door. And your post on social media, whether it's Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, be professional. Take time in what you're posting. Be organized. We also have the social media where you can generate posts already, and they're already made there for you, and you can put them out months in advance. But if you take the time, that half hour, to have them planned out, it shows that you're having an organized business, and that you're proud of the company that you work for, or that you're a part of. Always be prepared to find team members and customers. Prepare your brochures and samples, and have business cards or whatever. You may use what you have, obviously, but always be prepared, because every place, every person is a new opportunity to share Avon. And we have, I believe it was Marva, we have great products that everyone loves. And you can also make money doing it too. Be knowledgeable in what we offer. You may not be perfect at it, but that's okay too. But we have ready now tools for you, the 5x5 or 5x5, the Avon U. You can also go play on your Avon site and learn the products, read the descriptions and whatnot. And you can also go to your website, your own personal website, and read the reviews on there. If a customer asks you a question and you're like, I've never tried that product, I can't give you an experience about it, but other people have. So that's there for you, especially when you are new. You're not going to be able to try everything, but learn the products, know what we offer, so that you are knowledgeable in your company, or the company that your business. So how do you represent your business when you leave the house? How do your posts look on social media? How are you prepared? Do you have a specific script that you're going to say to people when you walk out that door? How do you stay informed and plugged in? Do you talk to your mentor regularly? Do you talk to your coach regularly? These are very crucial things to building your business. I'm going to give it over to Coach Pat.
Thank you so much. Wow. We have really learned a lot tonight, and I think it's just amazing. Actually, if we think about it, we have just taken you absolutely through everything you really need to know to get your business going in the right direction and to definitely be on that trip meeting Rhonda in Mexico, because I'm telling you, there is no doubt Rhonda will be in Mexico. I guarantee it. She knew it the minute she said, the minute it came out, I will be there. Marva will be there. Ariel will be there. Carol will be there. Everyone's going to be there. Yeah, Marva's going, me too, me too. So anyway, just such great information. And I really, really love what I heard from the leaders tonight, and that is remain positive, remain consistent, and don't give up. Consistency is the key. We keep hearing that. And I think that, that is the winning formula. Consistency, positiveness, and of course, being the perfect, representative means being proud of what you're doing, sharing with others. And I just think that it's been a wonderful, wonderful time tonight. And now we're going to ask for some questions and answers, from us to you, to each other. So we'll share, what did you get out of this tonight? What's your takeaway? If you don't have a question, just put something in the chat box. Let us know. What are your thoughts after you, had so much information given to you tonight? So any questions, put them in the chat box. Any comments, please put them in the chat box. And Marie, do you have anything to add?
I don't. So Sherry asked, how about the points? How do we know what our points are and where do we keep track? So there will be a tracker on Vibe. So once you become a leader, if you're not already in our leadership program, once you become a promoter, star promoter, then you'll and you start earning points, there will be a tracker available to you. So be looking for that.
Yes. Yes. The tracking will be there. And I think Rhonda said she heard it's the 17th. So you can start to track. And that'll be perfect because, of course, what's the 17th? The 17th is the opening of campaign 23. That's when it starts. So believe me, able to track from 23. And I really do encourage everyone, get a jump on this trip. 23 to 26 is crucial. You will be so positioned by campaign 1 to just keep adding and adding, so that by campaign 8, you definitely know you're going to be on that plane and you'll be in Mexico.
So we have a question. It says, the question is, does Kickstart restart each year for established representatives? And that is no. Kickstart is just for new representatives in their first 7 campaigns.
Rhonda's saying pending appointments.
Pending appointments, yes. If you have any pending appointments in the system, you're already, you've already had people join your team, but they've not yet placed their first order. That's a pending appointment. So if they've not yet placed their first order, let's make sure they get their first order in campaign 23, so that they can count for you in the rake, not the rake in the cash in the Grand Fiesta.
Oh, and also if you have a pending appointment sitting there who's not yet placed an order, make sure they know about all the incentives.
Right, because they can earn the iPad as well.
Exactly, they can earn the iPad. They can get, this trip. Send them the information. I mean, we know sometimes life takes over and people get busy and they join us, and then they don't do that first order. Send them all the incentives. Let them know you're still there. Remember what Ariel was saying, sometimes it takes quite a few contacts, even after people sign up. So never give up, but those pendings can be a definite key. And so,
so Courtney asked, can a new rep recruit someone, a brand new rep? Of course. We've had that happen plenty of times where someone joins in a campaign and then they have 2 or 3 friends that join them in the same campaign. So certainly just make sure you give them your code. So whatever follows the slash in your eStore URL, share that with your friends, family, coworkers, people that you meet. Even if this is your first campaign, they can join right along with you.
Yeah, and Rhonda's saying send them an online link to the current catalog brochure, especially if they've been pending for a while. Think about it. They may not have seen what's been coming, what's happening, for the holidays. So that's really important to let them know what's happening.
That's a good point, Rhonda. So those that have been hanging in there for a while, we need to get them excited about what's happening in fourth quarter and make sure they're aware of their opportunity to earn the iPad.
Yeah, and
Gwen says use your Vibe static reports to track your team progress, that's a good point.
Very good point. And Gwen's right. Learn the reports in Vibe. You will find that you will be looking at them daily. And they will just tell you where everyone's at, where they need to be. This is a very, very wonderful tool there for you. Sherry's saying double dollars, and fundraising, absolutely. Everything is available to us. And this is the best time of year to really be looking at fundraising.
Mm-hmm.
It really, truly is. So are there any other questions? We're good? Okay. Well, I would like to say thank you to everyone, of course, who was on the call tonight and for the contributions that were made, because it just shows me how strong we are as an Avon family. And I know that I'll be hearing about your plans on how you'll be on that plane to Mexico. So I'm, of course, sending you the best wishes for that and for a very, very successful rest of our fourth quarter and moving into our new year, because there's always something new and exciting coming. And as we leave you tonight, we just want to remind you that success all depends on the second letter, and that's you. You all have what it takes, and you can all do this. Marie, anything you'd like to add as we're leaving?
No, I think that you wrapped it up, but I am just so thankful for everybody that has joined us tonight, and I can hardly wait to hear about your successes. So make sure you keep in touch with us. Let us know how that's going. And again, I'll be sending out the recording tomorrow along with all the documents. And please feel free to share it with anybody you want to share it with. So let's get some excitement going wrapped around all these incentives, and let's grow our teams and our sales. So have a happy rest of your evening, and hopefully we'll be hearing some great things from you soon. So good night, everybody.
Good night. Thank you.